We have Mr. Janzen here this evening telling us about his story. Take it away, Mr. Janzen.
Okay, so here's my my little story. Last year, December at this time, I had the opportunity to go down to Washington, D.C. And I was down there attending a conference, and on one of our off days, there's lots to obviously see in Washington, D.C., with it being the capital of the United States. So me and a group of my friends decided to go to the Capitol building as tourists, because you can do tours on those particular days. So if you go there, you kind of go underground a little bit, and as we're going to the entrance, there was a whole bunch of armed guards and a whole bunch of people in red blazers. And so we started walking to the entrance, and then one of the ladies in a red blazer came up and said, can we help you? And we said, oh, we're just coming to get a tour and then walk around the Capitol building. And they said, well, the Capitol building's closed right now for a private function. And we just said, oh, we're from Canada, we're here for one more day, and we just wanted to kind of go in and see things, but that's all right. And then the lady kind of had a little smile on her face, and she said, well, you're not from the United States, correct? And I said, no, we're from Canada. And therefore we don't have state representation to get a special letter to go to this particular event. And so she kind of, like I said, had a smile on her face, and then she said, well, tell you what, if you go through these doors, go through security, and just follow the instructions that the people give you along the way, you can still go into the Senate and still sit in there and kind of bypass this private function. So we kind of are all looking at each other kind of weird, and so we go through, and there's a lot of armed guards, and the security is just like it is at the airport. So you got to take your shoes off, you got to take your belt off, and it was in December, so we had a jacket, so we were taking all of that, go through security, and then at that point they told us we couldn't stop walking. So I had to put my shoes on as quick as I could, and then put my belt on as I was walking. And then as I went through another set of doors, it was a 2-story kind of room with a concourse around the outside. And as I walked through that door, all I see are armed military men around the outside of that concourse. And whose voice did I hear over the PA system? Was Barack Obama.
What?
So we walked along the top of the concourse, and we looked down, and sure enough, he was there giving a speech. And so the entire place was closed, but I got to see Barack Obama. And a friend of mine got close to the edge and started asking, and like going, is that really Obama? And the guard kept telling him, that the armed guard kept telling me, you have to step back, sir, you have to step back, sir. So eventually we walked around, we got to see him. We get to this elevator that's we couldn't see Barack Obama anymore, but we get to the elevator and there's more armed guards there. And so we're kind of like, I can't believe that just happened, right? I can't believe we just saw Barack Obama. And then the soldier guy kind of gets out of his character of kind of being the tough guy, and he looks at us too, and he kind of just says, I can't believe they let you guys in here. So anyways, so yeah, we got to see Barack Obama by total fluke, and it was kind of the end of our trip, and that was kind of the highlight of the whole trip. So that's my story. Being Canadian got us through the door.
That's so cool.
So that's my story.
Thank you for
You
sharing
bet.
your story.
No, that was a neat one. So if you need a picture, I was going to throw up a picture of Barack Obama.